Good morning, everyone. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. Carrie lucked up and got reservations at the Leconte Lodge in the Smokies. So this will be Leconte Lodge 2.0. We're going to head over that way so we don't lose a parking spot. And also, they received a light dusting of snow tonight, so maybe a interesting hike this morning. Follow along. Alright, we made it to the trailhead right around 6 o'clock. Lots of parking available this morning because it's still pretty dark. We're early and it's cold. If the weather conditions were a little better, these parking lots would already be full, as well as probably some of the pull-offs farther up the road, so keep that in mind if you ever plan on hiking to the Leconte Lodge using Alum Caves Trail. Alright, we are getting underway. 5 miles or so to Mount Leconte. Just getting a little light. Sorry about the low light videos. We'll do a little bit more when we have a little more visibility. Alright, you can see me a little better now. Go ahead and get all the business out of the way. This is our second time hiking up to the Leconte Lodge. So Carrie lucked up and got us one night. Then she called back, and luckily there was another night because the weather is going to be a little off. We were planning on hiking a different way this time, the Boulevard Trail, which connects up to the Appalachian Trail at Newfound Gap. But because the weather forecast was calling for snow and ice, we swapped back to Alum Cave to give us the least amount of miles. So, eventually, we will probably run into some ice on trail once we get a little further up. And hopefully, there might be a little snow up at the top at the lodge when we get there. The first mile and a half of this trail follows a creek here and is pretty cruisy. But then when you get to Arch Rock, you're climbing straight up all the way up to the top. It was about 37 down at the parking lot when we left. Looks like it's already around like 35 degrees. We're getting a sleet mix right now as we're hiking up. Looking good for snow at the top, hopefully. Alright, we are here at Arch Rock, 1.4 miles in. You cross this creek one more time, climb up through that rock behind me. And we do have an active snow sleet mixture right now. It's just not cold enough so it's not actually sticking to the ground just yet. That's looking down at Arch Rock. And then down there, a whole big old group of people behind us. And there we go, some of the first snow of winter 2023-2024. And that bridge was covered in ice just a little bit further, as well as some of the handrail. Luckily, not bad enough yet to break out the trekking poles or the micro spikes. It's a beautiful Smoky Mountain morning. Last time we did this hike was early October for my birthday, and hardly any of the leaves had changed. So this is definitely a different experience hiking up with snow, and we'll probably definitely have to put on the spikes here in a little bit when we get closer to the top. That is straight up snow. Definitely snowing really good now. Not much sleet mixture left in there. Alright, the start of the steps going up to Alum Cave, the halfway point. Ever heard of chutes and ladders? Well, this is stairs and cables. We are just about a mile away from the top now, starting to really climb up. We've put the spikes on because this snow's getting thick. once you come into this full evergreen forest, you're on the home stretch, less than 2/10 of a mile to the lodge. We got all checked in our cabin. We're in number 9. We were just in a lodge room last year. Really want to try out one of these one-room cabins, a little more private. Gonna go grab some coffee or hot chocolate, whichever they have. They have drink service, they have dinner, they provide you breakfast included with it. If you want any of that information, go check out our other Leconte Lodge video from last year. A lot more information. It is still snowing. We've been here since about 1 o'clock. It's almost 5:30 now when they serve dinner. It's supposed to warm up and be clear tomorrow, so the snow might be gone by tomorrow already. If not, definitely be gone by Wednesday when we hike back down to the car. It is still snowing. They say it's accumulated about 3 inches probably. Supposed to be snowing into the night. Warm up a little tomorrow, and then really good for our descent on Wednesday. That'll probably be it for the night. Had a great dinner. Looking forward to their awesome breakfast in the morning. We'll see what we can get into tomorrow. May do a lot of relaxing though. It's a beautiful morning. Everybody's stirring here around the lodge. Got some cloud inversion behind us. Definitely a lot different than yesterday. Just waiting on breakfast now. We had a reservation, one night in a cabin, one night in a lodge. We were hoping to kind of stay in the cabin, but it sounds like nobody's canceling for tonight. So we're going to have to go pack up and get moved over. Then we'll do some exploring around the lodge, maybe a few of the trails connecting up to it. Alright, so this is the private cabin. We're fixing to move to the lodge room. This is all your space in the lodge. You share a lodge with, I think, 3 people, but you have individual like bedrooms. So here, little table, oil lantern, seat. Does come with a heater, bunk beds, really warm quilts and everything. Pretty small, but we just wanted to try it out. It's got a nice porch on the outside as well, but too cold and snowy for that last night. We're fixing to go hang out in the dining room for a minute, and they're going to get us into our lodge room. Alright, so this is the lodge. I think they have 2 and 3 bedrooms. There's our room. They still haven't cleaned this common area. This is just if an entire group rents it out. There's this common area with a little twin bed, heater there, and then there's also another room. So this is one of the 2-bedroom lodges. We stayed in one of the 3 bedrooms last time. Then a porch out off the front. Cloud level starting to come up behind us, so we might be out of the sunshine here in a little bit. Snow is melting off and falling off. Within a few minutes, they got us checked out of our cabin and into our lodge. They were really nice about getting us swapped over. So we're gonna go explore around a little bit. So to supply this lodge, because it's all hiking in, they do a big airdrop at the beginning of the season. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, normally they have a llama train that comes up with supplies on the Trillium Gap Trail. We were going to try and walk down and meet them, but they're running behind, it sounds like, so we're just going to go back to the lodge and wait for them there. But pretty cool to see. We didn't get to see them last time. The Mount Leconte shelter, this is always an option if you can't get in at the lodge and you still want to come up here. Closed right now due to aggressive bear activity though through the end of the year, it sounds like. So definitely make sure you practice good backcountry food storage. They have bear cables over there. Definitely wouldn't eat in the shelter or anything. Probably eat away from here before you camp would be my best recommendation. There behind me may just look like a pile of snow, but that is the official summit of Mount Leconte. 3rd highest peak in the Smokies. So ever since the formation of the lodge and the park, people have been piling a bunch of rocks here, trying to continuously make it higher than Mount Guyot, which it is about, I think, 18 feet shy of. So, a little history tidbit. This is on the way out to Myrtle Point, which is a great spot for sunrise. Sitting here on the front of our little lodge. We went and sat in the dining room, had some hot chocolate, and played cards for a little while. Just waiting on dinner at this point. This bell rings being recorded for quality assurance purposes.
I'll be as quality as possible.
Okay. We had a great dinner, had some great folks sitting at our table. They sit you family style. We are on our way up to Cliff Tops, which is right behind the lodge, for sunset. Very short hike, 0.2 of a mile or so, but straight up to it.
sunset at Cliff Tops was not very spectacular, kind of the same as last time. There were a few great moments, but we got back to the lodge and it looked like a lot more of the color was on this side. We're just enjoying some hot chocolate here, sitting around the table, and probably call it a night here in a little bit for our last night here at the Leconte Lodge, on this trip anyway. This is their 99th season, so we'll definitely be back next year for the 100th.
We got our breakfast in us and rolling down the trail. Looks like it's going to be pretty messy this morning. Kind of like a creek right here. We're going to take our time though, going back down Alum Cave to the car. Pretty much all the snow's melted off the trail, just a few icy spots left. We're gonna keep our spikes on here a little while longer because it's a little colder on this side of the mountain. Sun's out, looks like we're gonna be getting some good views on the way back down, which we haven't got the past 2 times we've walked down here, so happy about that. We've been hiking for about an hour and 45 minutes and barely even made it a mile and a half. So slow going back down, having to get over and let a lot of people pass. So it's gonna take us a while, it looks like. Within the last mile back to the parking lot, it's still been slow going, getting over for everyone that's going uphill, as you should, but we're almost there. Journey is almost over. Crossing the big bridge, almost back to the parking lot. everybody. I was just wrapping up this Leconte Lodge video and realized either I didn't film an ending video or I did film it and I erased it. So just wanted to go back and reflect on this trip a little bit. It was amazing being able to experience fall at the bottom and winter at the top, get that first taste of winter for the year, and to luck up and get 2 nights at the Leconte Lodge. I don't think we'll ever do it again, especially spur of the moment like that. An experience I will never forget. I enjoyed these 2 days. Probably one of my favorite trips we've ever done together. Just nice, relaxing up top in all the snow, in the cabin and the lodge. And I can't wait to get back up there again for their 100th season. And we'll probably do a video when we go back up top to get our 100th season t-shirts. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and always follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We'll see you soon.